Hello friends, Judy Herman here. I am so glad to meet you. Outdoors, it's so beautiful. I want to talk with you about what to do when things don't go as they should. Now, the reason I'm actually meeting you outdoors here and not in my little studio, I couldn't get Zoom to cooperate with my live Facebook. And if you tuned in yesterday, you were waiting and waiting and waiting. It's because for some reason that technology just didn't mesh. And I tried it again this morning and it didn't mesh. So, what to do when things don't go as they should. Here's 3 things that I want to share with you. Number 1, realize that change is inevitable. Yes. Maybe it was meant to be actually that I'm supposed to be out here outdoors because this is a nicer environment actually than in my little studio, and I love it out here. We accept change, don't we, from in other areas of our lives. Like, for example, if you've raised little ones and you expect change, you expect a day in which your newborn grows to be a toddler and then is potty trained, and then they change from wearing diapers to wearing big girl or big boy pants, right? That change is inevitable. We expect it. We expect our children to grow and to grow up. But then when we become adults and we think change is not supposed to happen, well, we all know that change has happened, unexpected changes, especially with the pandemic that we've all experienced. We've had to learn some different ways of doing things. So first of all, change is inevitable and we need to accept that reality. And change sometimes comes unexpectedly, and we need to learn how to be resilient and how to grow and grow through it. Because honestly, every human being on the face of this earth, actually every living thing, every plant, every animal, every human being, we are designed to grow and to grow up. So once we become an adult, let's expect there to continue to be changes in our lives. So that's number 1. Number 2, what to do when things don't go as they should, maybe the natural reaction is to get irritable, upset, and judge it. So we are people who judge things, right? That's because that's where our brain goes. It needs to make sense, and we make a judgment about it. But what we need to do instead is to realize perhaps our beliefs about that should, the way things should go, are not accurate at all. I'm recently have been listening to David Bayer and his coaching program, and he's got a digital book called Mind Hack. He's very neuroscience, referencing neuroscience and everything. But it's really amazing because here I am, a mental health therapist, and I just eat up new things about neuro research and so on and so forth. But the human brain, it continues to grow, right, throughout our lives, but we have this family of origin and all these patterns that we establish and ways of thinking. We've got ways of thinking. And so the thoughts that we have and the beliefs that we have as adults, basically they're like not our thoughts and our beliefs, but they have been passed down to us from parents, grandparents, our family of origin, and several generations back. So what we believe is gospel truth that comes into our thought patterns, like, okay, things need to be this way and they're not that way. We need to challenge that, especially if it's causing some angst, if it is causing some irritability. Take a deep breath in, and we need to ask ourselves, is this a true belief? Or is this even true? And it's really good to be able to test that and to challenge it. Well, if this isn't true, where is the truth? And you will experience peace thinking more true thoughts and true beliefs than you will the false ones. Okay, so that's just overall. And I think, we all need to realize that those neural pathways, and they're well-worn. I talk about that a lot in my counseling and also mention it in my book as well. But we need to challenge those well-worn pathways because they may not be true and they may be causing the messes that we're in. Thirdly, what to do when things don't go as they should? Consider it a divine appointment. Yes, that's why I subtitled my book, Divine Invitations to Your Authentic Self, How to Get Beyond Messy Relationships. If things don't go the way that they should, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to realize, number 1, that change is inevitable. And number 2, beliefs about those shoulds may not even be accurate beliefs. They may not be true beliefs or thoughts. But if you consider it a divine appointment or a divine invitation when things don't go your way or the way that you think that they should, taking time, maybe to sit outdoors like this, maybe to take time and take some just deep breaths of air, listen to the birds, listen to nature, listen to your heart, listen to your soul. God may be getting your attention or trying to get your attention. We got to listen. And so what is the bigger picture? Being really tuned in to, you know what? We are not the center of the universe. Okay, we're experiencing this. Things didn't go as they should. But how can you move into the direction and realize there's probably something bigger going on, and this pain that you're experiencing in the moment is likely very temporary, but also what do we need to change about our beliefs about that? So I wanted to share that with you. I'm learning a whole lot myself and incorporating some things that I might know in my head, but getting it into my heart, especially at this season. And I want to encourage you to do the same. And if you've not gotten a copy already, go to my website, judycounselor.com, and you can get an author-signed copy if you have a U.S. address. You can also take, if you're a therapist and you're in this mental health field, or you're a coach and you work closely with other people, there is a therapist awareness quiz. I'd love for you to take that on my website. And I also have a Vibrantly Authentic Therapist and Coaches Facebook group. So I'm excited, and I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of changes that are about to happen. I have been showing up. This is kind of like, this is a preface for what I'm about to tell you, okay? I'm reevaluating. I am meeting with my business coach later this afternoon. I am reevaluating where I need to put my time and energy. And if you've been showing up with me at noontime, Monday through Friday, every day on Facebook, that may change. It's likely going to change. I don't know if it's going to be weekly or maybe once a week, but it may not be every day. And then, of course, so anyway, you might be finding me on different platforms as time goes on. But I wanted to prepare you for that. And then also you can log on to the YouTube channel, Judy Herman Relationships, and you can find me Beyond Messy Relationships Strategies for Your Authentic Life. And then, of course, if you're not in the U.S., and you don't want to order the author signed copy, you can get this wherever books are sold in all formats. Yeah, Kindle and also Audible. But I want to let you know, more than anything, change is inevitable, right? It's inevitable, and change will happen because life happens, and we are designed to grow and grow up. So if you can remember these three things, it's inevitable, and that beliefs may not be accurate. Test those and consider all these things a divine invitation, because you are very valuable and your life is very precious. So keep that in mind. Don't ever forget that. All right, Judy Herman, author of Beyond Messy Relationships, and I will see you tomorrow.